Today on Forbes, how dark money gets to the Supreme Court. You might feel like you're seeing a lot of Supreme Court decisions in the news lately. That's because the court often announces a number of big decisions near the end of its term, usually in June. Chief Justice John Roberts made a courtroom announcement Friday that the court's last rulings of this term will be issued Monday, including a major case that will decide whether former President Trump has immunity from prosecution. More now than ever before, so-called dark money has arrived at the Supreme Court. Donors are increasingly pushing money into something called donor-advised funds, which operate like piggy banks for nonprofit giving. The funds then route that money to legally minded nonprofits, who help pay for lawyers, file briefs, and, the donors surely hope, impact rulings. Because individuals aren't giving directly to nonprofits, instead moving their money through middlemen funds, the nonprofits can hide the identities of the individual contributors, hence the name dark money. Tax filings from 2022, the most recent year available, show that donors sent more than $48 million through donor-advised funds to groups bringing major cases to the Supreme Court this term. That accounted for 44% of all money flowing to those groups, which in turn reported spending $26 million on litigation. Despite the lack of transparency, some names can slip out. Billionaire Hobby Lobby founder David Green, for instance, has confirmed donating to two major donor-advised fund providers, the National Christian Foundation and the Servant Foundation. Those two organizations sent $32 million in 2022 to Alliance Defending Freedom, a legal group behind the case that overturned Roe v. Wade and brought two cases seeking to restrict abortion this term. The amount that Green has given remains a mystery. Other lightning rods of the right, the Koch, Olin, DeVos, Searle, and Bradley families, have all been tied to Donors Trust, another donor-advised fund provider that funnels money to conservative causes. One major beneficiary is the New Civil Liberties Alliance, a right-leaning group involved with cases on guns, social media platforms, and the federal bureaucracy. New Civil Liberties Alliance received 21% of its total $4.8 million budget from Donors Trust in 2022. Donors Trust CEO Lawson Bader says his group, quote, has no involvement directly or indirectly with any case before the U.S. Supreme Court. He stuck by his statement even after Forbes pointed out to him that groups like New Civil Liberties Alliance have received millions of dollars from people with a Donors Trust account. Donor-advised funds are a growing trend in philanthropy, even for those not interested in pushing money into politics. One selling point is that donors can give to a fund in lump sums, take full tax deductions right away, then watch their money get doled out over an unlimited number of years. Billionaires Mark Zuckerberg, Elon Musk, Larry Page, and Paul Singer have all embraced making gifts to donor-advised funds, and people of more modest means can also use the funds. Fidelity, Charles Schwab, Vanguard, Morgan Stanley, and Goldman Sachs all have associated charities that offer donor-advised funds to members of the general public. Annual donations to donor-advised funds more than doubled from 2018 to $85.5 billion in 2022, according to the National Philanthropic Trust. That suggests that more and more money will keep flowing into the groups in the future, leaving less transparency into who is helping fund the country's most important court cases. For full coverage, check out Allison Durkee's piece on Forbes.com. This is Kieran Meadows from Forbes. Thanks for tuning in.